North Central time on the Friday night sports show. Dale Hinkley and his Birchip Watcham Bulls have been getting along pretty well. He's with me now. Hey, g'day Dale. How you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Wayne. Had a good win last week, and after the bye, and there was some interesting results which we'll touch on, and looking forward to this week.
Yeah, big weekend, but the winning sides, the top three, are obviously when you play each other, it's going to be on, but probably just one match each weekend seems to be close if the top three are not playing against each other. Let's have a look at that match from last week. It was Witcher-Proof taking on Bort in a thriller, 11-16 to 10-8. Bort got home, and Witchy might look back on this season and wonder what might have been.
Yeah, I do think that. Andy Hawker, that Bort coach, is he'd probably put a tick next to Bort's club this year. They've been able to win some games that they needed to, and they also let a few slip, but they've been very competitive, and they had a really good day against the Demons, which also probably hope to have got across the line. However, from all reports, I think the Demons' kicking efficiency was a little low on the day, so that always hurts sides. And some better players on the day again were a couple of their notable recruits in Chazari and Moss, who have been really handy pickups in the midfield.
Yeah, certainly have been. Brody Leonard Shannon with 5 goals for the winners at Bort, and Dane McLennan absolutely starring. He's one of the fellas that everyone knows locally there too. What about this? Charlton went across at home. Donald went across to Blues. What wouldn't have made any difference where they played it because Donald were way too good. 26-19 to Charlton 2-5. And I think that this is at this point of the season for the Navies, it's kind of where you put the white flag up and you say maybe the season could finish early.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for the Blues, I should say, playing the Royals. However, just probably a few forward woes. Only kicking 2 goals for the day. However, positives from that game last week would have been Blake Grant for the Royal Blues. He had a bag of 6, and he's going very well in amongst his rest of his teammates, with Riley Barrick returning and Haddo also a local product. Obviously having a good season on return. Yeah,
really good players. Josh Potter with those 5 goals, Mike Foster 4, 3 to Cody Brooks, a couple to Darcy Harrison, and 11 individual goal scorers, which tells the story of a real juggernaut that's going on there with the Royal Blues. Birchip Watcham had one of their own, 26-11 over St Arnaud 6-4. You had it done and dusted pretty early in this comp at 7-2 at quarter time to a goal. It really was a comprehensive performance from the Bulls.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty competitive game, so credit to St Arnaud for fighting right through the whole 4 quarters, Flo man. Obviously the return of Gordon, he had it on a string, and he kicked six straight, I think, and helped their young forward line with Will and Castellano down there, and also to mention Jacob Christie's in really good form at the moment. Enjoying being back, living and working in the Birchip community, and he's relishing that and getting rewarded. And obviously, with St Arnaud, they'll be looking to just obviously try and win a few games towards the end of the season to retain all their locals for next year.
Yeah, they need to do that. They've tried hard to be competitive and had a couple of good games. One over Witchy a couple of weeks ago was good, but Nathan Gordon back, 6 goals, what a star. Will Sheehan, very good player, 5 from him. As you mentioned, Christie. Lockie Foot, another local lad, 3, and Elliot Jeske and Steph Pye, 2 guys that have come to the club. Steph Pye some seasons ago and Elliot Jeske this year are making their mark on local people in the Bulls outfit. And having a look at Wedderburn's game against Sea Lake, we expected this to be, well, not a big distance between the two of them, but it wasn't to be. The Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers flexed their massive muscles, and away they went to win it 17-9 to 3 goals 6.
They did. Very surprised by this again. Flo man. The Redbacks started slow, which they did do up on the Tigers' home turf last time they met. Just too few of goals scored against the Redbacks. Mertz was really good. Adcock starting to feature in their best players, and young Weir also must have had a handy game out on the wing. But yeah, from all reports, they were pretty relentless, and I think they won the battle in the middle.
Oh, winning the battle with 4 with Ellis, Wade Donnan and Billy McGuinness, Will Simpson all booted 3. Matty Elliott, the captain, chimed in with a couple. Joe Lockhart tries hard, and they had 3 individual scorers in Douglas, McKay and Rosengren. So that leads us to the goods and services auction, and I'm told that Shannon and Steph Coffey are big contributors around the footy club, and it might just be that Steph Coffey, who listens to the program, one of your trainers, does she keep you blokes all in line?
She does. Our team manager, she had a week as president for us when Paul Harry was away, and she nearly was that good. We wanted her in the hot seat for the rest of the year, but it's obviously a big night for the club with the auction and players and sponsors and all that get around it, and like most country clubs, it's a good fundraiser and a good night, a good evening.
What about yourself? I mean, do you players have to come up with something to auction? Well, what are you doing, Dale? Any secrets to give away?
I prefer not to donate a pallet of wood or something like that. It's a bit of hard work, Wayne. But I've got a mystery box in this year. So for females and males. So hopefully get hold of it.
All right, it's a mystery. All right, well, we won't have any mystery about the footy side of things because out on the footy field, round 12 action gets going and Donald play Witcherproof. Unfortunately, I think Witchy's going to have another difficult afternoon than Donald at home on that massive park on the Richardson River. Should be too good.
Yeah, I think that they're going to try and build some form into this second half of the year, Flowman. So, I expect Royals to get up.
Very much get up. And St Arnaud take on Sea Leyton and Daly. Unfortunately, I think the issues of last week for St Arnaud are not going to get any better this week against Sea Leyton and Daly, even though it is at Lord Nelson. You'd reckon the Saints? You reckon the Sea Leyton and Daly Tigers?
I think obviously the Tigers will once again hopefully have a big win and obviously get a bit of confidence into some of the younger players that might be getting an opportunity and obviously keep letting their better players blossom.
Now, I tell you guys got a big recruit back to your club. I just wonder whether those Sea Leyton and Daly Tigers, would they look up a former Essendon and Adelaide Crow player at any point in time?
They might. There's been a bit of hype about it, Flowman. I haven't seen anything on the team sheet this week. We'll
wait and see whether or not a former Lake Boga footballer. I think you can probably guess a bit of rumour and fun going around the place this week, but I don't think anything's materialised for those Tiger boys yet. I'll probably get told a bit about all of this when I'm up at the Speed Mallee Machinery Field Days in a couple of weeks' time. Looking forward to catching up with everyone from across that area. And a big win, I think, for them. Well, but this is going to be a very important game, the final one. Wedderburn need to find something. They were poor last week. They get Boort, who are on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, they do. The Magpies, this is over, obviously, the two eastern clubs in the league. They'll, be a pretty fierce contest. Redbacks will want to forget about last week's loss, and if they're going to, have an impact on this final series, they're going to want to, beat below the sides below them. And this week it's the Magpies who are in a bit of form, and Andy Hawker's got his locals and his recruits gelling quite well, so they'll be keen to win at home.
All right, you blokes have got Charlton probably fairly comfortable at George Cartwright at the moment, but as I say, maybe watching through the grades, it's going to be interesting to see how your kids go here too. Yeah,
it is, and mentioning about the kids, we've actually got a bit of a the under-14s are kitting up with the seniors this week as a bit of bit of bonding and learning and development for the junior program with the seniors. So it'll be good to run out with the juniors this week. And obviously once again we're going to have to play 4 quarters, and we want to win well and score well and hopefully keep it in our forward half, Wayne.
I reckon so in the A grade match, but down through the grades. Could be some beauties. The 14s I think will be a goodie, and I wouldn't be surprised that it'll be a really good match, the 17s, with Birchip Watcham just a bit above Charlton on the ladder there. So some good football at George Cartwright, and a good goods and services auction at night time. Great across the whole league as the competition is cracking along right now towards the end of the season, and good to have you on board, Dale Hinkley. Mystery as to what he's got as his goods and services auction item. You have to get along to find out at George Cartwright on Saturday night. And I'll catch up with you next week then, Dale.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Flo, man.